Welcome viewers to Migration Stories, produced by Northern Access TV here in the northern suburbs of Melbourne. Today's guest is Rosa Vessici from Iran.
Thank you.
Thank you for coming.
It's my pleasure to have you.
We're hoping
here.
to learn your story and a bit more about the background of Baha'i people from Iran.
Thank you so much.
Now, how long since you migrated from Iran to Melbourne?
I arrived 9 November 1999 at 6:30 in the morning.
Oh, even the time.
Yeah, I remember that time.
You were so anxious to get here?
I was confused and very sad at that time because I didn't have the plan to come and stay here.
Really?
Yes.
So I know, of course, that you needed to escape from Iran or
No, I didn't
evacuate.
escape. When I was in Iran, I had a problem with the Iranian government. I was for a long time in prison, but after that I started to work, and every time I found a job, the government put pressure the company to fire me because of my faith. After they make decision to come overseas and learn language and go back to Iran. I came to Malaysia, then I went to Singapore, and I found I can't travel to other countries because I am carrying Iranian passport. And then I went to India, and I thought as Baha'i I can serve in the temple, Baha'i temple, and go back to Iran. I was in India, I found I can't go back to Iran. My mother called me and said, you can't. And I was crying and I didn't know what I have to do. Then I introduced myself to United Nations and asked for refugee. And then get 3 years to get to Australia. I applied for many countries, and Australia gave me visa.
Now, during those 3 years, you were in India then?
Yes.
Wow. Were you isolated in India from everyone you knew and family?
I was not able to write a letter to my family. When I called, my mother controlled my call phone every time, and I had very difficult time because I didn't have enough money to stay there. But I got the support from Baha'i people in India. But I traveled many states and lived with many peoples until I got the visa and came to Australia.
Wow. Such a tragic story so far.
Oh,
but take us back to the earlier days in Iran. What was the environment that, you know, your family lived in? What was the sort of, you know, work prospects, and you were able to worship your religion in Iran, but not easily?
No, I think we had always problem with government, but after revolution in 1987,
that was
78, sorry, 78, yeah, when revolution happened in Iran, many people lost their freedom, especially Baha'i people. We couldn't from that day go to university, we couldn't have the job, make the business. Our children, and they couldn't go to a school also. Oh. We didn't have any kind of freedom of Iranian citizen until today.
Yes. Even until now, there is still no freedom.
No freedom. We cannot practice our religion. Right. And we cannot have this monitoring all the time our account in the bank. We don't have own cemetery. This is very difficult. Our young people and people who want to go to university, actually they can't. Only because they are Baha'i. My goodness.
Are there any happy memories from your time in Iran at all? Or?
I remember from childhood, because of my father's religion always attacked me. But based on Baha'i faith, when we grew up, we choose what we want to be.
Yes.
We don't follow parents' religion based on Baha'i principle. And well, when I was 15, I chose what I want to be. You know, yes, I learned how to challenging.
Yes.
That is good memory for me.
Indeed. And did you look forward to, you know, emigrating? Did you look forward to, in any way, coming to Australia?
I thought one day I'd travel to other countries to...
In the West?
Yes, and Europe and everywhere, and visit many people and learn from other people's culture and everything. But I didn't think I am going to live my life in other countries.
You never really thought, we'll have to live in another country.
And I'm not able to go back to my country.
Yes.
But now Australia is my country too.
And tragically, your sister is still imprisoned.
Yes, my sister now is 15th of March, become 5 years she has been in prison.
Oh my goodness.
She accused, she teach the Baha'i faith.
Yeah.
She went against the government and she's a spy. But based on Baha'i faith, Baha'i people cannot involve in politics actually.
Yes.
And we respect all people for who they are and what they believe. But I think that all Baha'i people in Iran have similar situation.
Okay. So that's the story for
All 300,000 Baha'i in Iran.
So many.
Yes.
Okay, well, when we come back, we'll find out a little bit more about Rosa's work here in Melbourne and a little bit more about the Baha'i faith. Welcome back. We're here with Rosa, who migrated to Australia from Iran in 1999. So the Baha'i religion really caused you many of your problems. Well, what are some of the elements of this faith? You know, the Baha'i faith is the world religion. World religion?
Yeah, world religion.
Okay.
And it has been was founded in 1844 and has been present in Australia since 1920. The faith central theme is the humanity is one family.
One family, yes. A humanist.
Yes, we believe all women and men equal. We believe we abandon any kind of prejudice and we are not involved in politics. Usually education is compulsory for all people in the world.
Right.
We believe that God like other religion. And everybody can search for truth. It means, as I told, if you're born in family, you don't need to follow the parents' religion.
Okay.
When you grow up, you find and you can search and study and find what you want to be.
The truth is inside.
Yeah, the truth inside everybody and many other things. And we are not never involved in any kind of politics, and we are obey the law of the country we live.
But you promote Baha'i. You know, you're passionate about the religion.
Yeah, we are with behavior, with character, with. I think we promote Baha'i, not by giving the book to somebody, but we try with love and peace bring the people.
Okay, so this saw you being imprisoned as well.
Yeah, I never understand why Iranian government took me and put in prison because...
What was the actual specific, charge, or did they have a charge?
No, I was in the taxi, only somebody asked me, they was talking to each other people, and was criticized other religion. And I said, all people are human.
Yes.
And we had to love all people for who we are. For example, I am Baha'i. We had to love other people. The driver stopped, the call from mobile, and suddenly in 5 minutes, few petrol arrived, blindfolded me and dragged me to another car.
Unbelievable.
And took me to prison, like that.
And you stayed there for, 3 years?
Yeah, for 3 years, they threw me out, again returned me back, going and coming all
So just by speaking in the taxi, the taxi driver called the police?
Usually, yes, based on the Iranian constitution, they don't accept the Baha'i faith as religion.
Right.
And I don't understand why, but they had very bad experience in prison. They killed many people in front of my eyes. They tortured many people in front of me.
Oh
my room was
so
there.
Sorry.
No, it was very small room, and my food was 3 potato, raw potato every day. I didn't have any kind of the bars, and only it was door, iron door. I was here, the people screaming and everything.
Oh my goodness.
I put me with many women and men and shoot them.
Yes.
And when I opened my house, my dress was full of the blood, and everywhere was blood.
I'm so sorry to hear that.
No,
That's
I
terrible.
don't understand why Iranian government did to me or other people, because all we are human.
Oh, that's terrible. When you were released from jail, no wonder you tried to escape the country.
No, I never
quickly.
thought I am escape from my country. One day threw me in the street.
My goodness.
And never came back to me. I think they thought now I am like dead people.
Yes.
And they don't need me anymore. But I am very happy. It never allowed them to have victory.
They didn't have victory over
No.
you because, look, you're here now.
No, because only asked me all the time to sign the paper. I am not anymore Baha'i. And
Really?
they said to me, when I asked them why you beat me and torture me, they said, your blood is halal.
My goodness.
And we had to kill all Baha'i and take the root all Baha'i out from land, earth.
Unbelievable.
But I forgive them. But I can't forget what they did to me. But I think there is ignorance.
There is so much.
Yes.
You haven't even left it all behind because your sister is still there.
No, I came only for holiday overseas and learn language.
Yes.
I couldn't go back. And until now, 17 years passed, I can't go back to my country.
No.
And yeah, but Australia is my country. I am citizen of the world.
Indeed. So, what kind of things do you find in Australia that have helped you heal inside? Is it our beautiful country or the people?
Yeah,
or?
I think Australia, when I arrived here, first I was confused, but I found Australia is very beautiful. And people had freedom to express their feelings. Freedom of speech.
And some of this gave you a bit of inspiration to...
Yeah, beliefs to do what they want to do until don't hurt the society. And government try to respect their human rights. And that is helped me to feel safe and start my new life. And I am writing the books.
Yes.
And I express my feeling and what happened to people through the books. Writing children books, adult. Recently I wrote...
So you're an author. Well, we know that. You have your own book.
Thank you so much, yeah. I try to do what I can to bring the peace to society, to the world actually. And show the world everywhere we live, we have duty to be kind to our environment.
Yes.
And to do what we can do and bring good things.
Yes. And is there a Baha'i community in Melbourne? Or
Yes.
are you really isolated?
No. We are, Australia, it's nice in Australia, everybody has freedom to practice what they believe, okay?
And you found a community of people?
Each area has own community.
Yeah.
And we every 19 days go together. With prayer.
Oh, so it's a regular group and meeting?
Also, we have in the city...
What is the name of this group that we can, if people want to find out about
this is something people attend every month, first Sunday every month. There is night soul food in the city, in the state library.
Oh, yes.
Freedom, free for everybody to attend that and call the soul food.
Oh, well, wonderful. Yeah. Soul food at the library on a monthly basis.
Yes.
And you're also singing and, rehearsing with the Boat and a few other groups?
Yeah, I was able, through the Boat, I give some funding and bring the Iranian women together. And we start first Iranian choir women refugees.
All right, Rosa. Well, we're going to go to a break now, and when we come back, we'll find out a little bit more about what you're up to in Melbourne. Welcome back to Migration Stories today with Rosa from Iran. And here is the book that she wrote and published in Australia, hey?
Yes.
And it's the story of your time in prison in Iran.
many women in prison.
Oh,
Yes.
the stories of many of the women
Yes.
in prison. So that'd be a great read, I think, for people who want to find out about some of the terrible stories of entrapment and persecution around the world.
Because of that, I put the name, Where is the Justice?
Where is the justice, indeed?
Yeah.
But you have some strength that you're building now with your community here in Melbourne.
Yes.
And you're still hoping to get your sister here? Is it that she wants to
If
come
one day
here?
become free from prison, yes, of course.
And when you look at Australia, you know, what are your views of, say, you know, the schooling and, you know, the social freedoms and the media? Give us some views as to how you see our society and how it's represented.
I am very lucky, actually. I am in Australia because, for example, I couldn't continue my study in Iran. The government deprived me to.
So you're studying here?
Yeah, I study international community development in Victoria University.
Wow.
I learned about childcare, business, and I was free. I have freedom to write the books I wanted.
Indeed.
And I try to learn other people's culture, and
Yes.
I
Best
think
place is Melbourne, hey?
Yes.
Northern suburbs.
And I thought that is good if all of us we learn from each other.
Yes.
And that has helped the society grow up because I am living in Melbourne, in a multicultural city. And it's nice we know each other, and when we know each other, easy to live together.
Does it look like to you that we're, you know, in Australia we're very good at these endeavours and this
Actually,
field?
there are very good Australian people. They are very friendly
Yeah.
and very supporting.
Yeah.
Something
And
I like
interested
it.
in stories from around the world.
Yeah, I
and
think
where
there
you're
is
from?
story.
Not so much.
Some of the people, I think sometimes they're afraid
Yes,
to know other people's
of
story
course.
because it never had the experience what we went through.
These qualifications, they're going to be quite valuable in the future. Do you think? You know, would you recommend for your children to study in these areas of cultural integration? And
I think that is nice if you do it because if we look at we want to bring the peace to the world, I think that is a good idea. Because if we learn how the conflict going, because always we had conflict with each other because we don't know each other. We don't know the culture.
and we
don't know
fear something from the other
Yeah,
culture.
we are afraid. But when we learn from each other, become closer to each other. And we can share many things and give up what is not good and take it what is the good for us.
So there's employment in this field for you? And
I work at
or
the
are you
moment.
studying?
I actually got the job with the EMS, with the settlement, refugee settlement.
Refugee settlement.
And
Excellent.
around the 2 years and a half, I am working with them. And I like to, when I teach the refugee how to start new life here, learn about the culture.
Yeah.
And
Here you are already helping to settle.
Yeah, I
other-
think that is good because I had myself experience how it's difficult when we don't know and arrive in new countries.
Yes.
And you are far from your family and don't have anybody.
And a very small group of people to connect with.
Yes,
Yep.
yes. And that is easy for them. I think when they know somebody from own culture, they help them. And the same language, they become very, accept the society and try to learn, but more about other people.
So you see here in Australia, we together have an opportunity really to mould a better future of
World peace.
many various cultures
Yeah,
living together.
We have. We can try more, you know,
Yes. And
accept people for who they are and love them.
and what are some of the other elements of Australia or Melbourne that you're liking? I mean, are you a beach person? Because that's the main culture in the summertime.
I like everything.
Indeed.
I think
Do you
everything
get to
nice.
travel into the countryside at all?
I went to Ballarat, I went to Apollo Bay, around the Melbourne. I went around the Melbourne actually, and I went to Sydney, Perth, Canberra, and I like everywhere.
Yes.
And I hope I can see more places in Australia.
It's a pity it's so far apart, hey?
But it's a nice country.
Now, well, I have the globe of the map here. Iran, is it landlocked?
Yes, I think.
Yeah. It's all, there's no sea there in Iran, is there?
Oh, around the Iran is sea, why not?
Okay, so you have a sea there in Iran. I'm showing my ignorance here.
Sorry.
But that's okay, because what sort of, you know, beach culture aspect do you, you know, worries you, or what are you looking at there?
In Iran or here?
Here.
Everything I think is nice. I don't look at the specific things because I think for me everything is beautiful.
Yep. All right. So what about a story of, you know, your family at the moment here? How big is your immediate family here at the moment?
I don't have. Just 10 days before one of my sister arrived here. But I don't have immediate family here. I was alone by myself all the time.
My goodness. And what's going to happen now about, you know, thinking about, when you think about Iran now?
I can go back to my country of my birth. Now I think Australia is my country.
Yeah.
And I am citizen of the world. But if I go back to Iran, only my mind sometimes go back. I remember the street, the smell of the food and tree and everything.
Indeed.
But I feel here I am safe and I am with good people.
Right. So that's really one of the main feelings is safety, security.
Yeah, safe and security. But I hope I can contribute to Australian society more, because Australia give me something very nice. Safe place to live, to do what I want to do, to write, to practice my religion.
A publishing house?
I go to foundation house sometime, and I enjoy to be with people. The book I wrote, actually, I got support from foundation house to do it.
Foundation
and
house.
Encouraged me to write it, because they thought that it's helped the people to understand what's happening to women around the world.
Indeed,
actually.
Indeed. So more books to come, Rosa?
I wrote my 8 children books, actually.
Wow. In English?
In English.
Oh, okay.
And I wrote the Iranian cooking books, but I am looking for publisher. I couldn't do that. And I am thinking to write the books about why we don't love each other.
Fantastic, Rosa. Thank you very much.
My pleasure.
So any publishers there, give us a call. And indeed, check the Northern Access TV website for more information. Thank you very much for watching today. Check you next week.